But
Tracy.
we do have Ward 2 Councilorelect Tracy ONeal in the house.
Good morning, good
How are you,
morning.
Tracy?
Thank you for the invite.
Yeah. Remember the last time we chatted? We did. I thought you might have blacked out.
Yeah.
At City Hall on
Crazy,
election
huh?
night.
Crazy.
How
Yeah.
are you feeling since then?
I feel pretty good. I'm like nervous. I hope we do a good job. You know, I'm going to do the best that I can do, and there's a lot to learn.
I was going to ask you about that.
There's a
because-
lot.
Yeah, right.
I printed out the city charter. So I am going to Thailand. I have my oldest boy lives in Thailand with his wife and baby.
Oh, that's so exciting.
And I went there when the baby was born, and then they came here when he was 1, and then COVID hit. And so now he's 3. He's a little person. So I'm leaving on the 14th and coming home the 28th. So I've got all these balls in the air. So I printed out the city charter, and I've read some of it, and I'll bring it with me to study.
We can already finish that on the flight, I
There's
would
nothing
think.
like a long flight to do some studying.
There's a
and catch
couple
up.
of long
Yeah,
flights,
exactly.
Yeah.
So you'll be fine.
So
And do you have any sort of mentorship or people who are sort of helping
they've
you
all
along?
actually been calling me and offering their, expertise and their help and whatnot. So I think I'm going to. Well, I had to wait till
The recount.
the recount
Yeah.
because I just couldn't get past that.
Yeah.
I might not even be counselor. so-
Right, for those tuning in, so the election November 2nd, Tracy won by 3 votes over incumbent Barry Pett. Barry's a great guy too, and
is.
the race wasn't really a
No, he's a really good man.
Yeah,
He's a good man.
He cooperated
It's
the
just-
entire way, and it
Yep.
was just that tight.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
did the recount, and it turns out it was actually 2 votes.
votes.
Is the official tally. Tracy, that's like one random conversation on a street corner or bump into someone at the supermarket. It's
Right,
amazing
right.
how
It is.
you know?
It's like amazing. And I was talking to the city clerk yesterday because I had something I had to sign that I didn't sign. But and she said, that the last time they had a recount was like 10 years ago, and before that it was like 5 years before that. She said, but there's been a lot of recounts in the state this year for some reason, and I think she said Framingham was a tie.
Wow.
So there's a no vote, and they have to go to a special election.
Oh my gosh, and that's expensive for
Thank
a community. Yeah.
God,
Wow.
I didn't have to go through that because I
No
realized
kidding.
Tracy, I would love to talk to you about Ward 2, particularly your
Okay.
neighborhood, because
Okay.
you ran because you were concerned that
Yeah.
people in your neighborhood were not being heard.
That's right.
Particularly with the issue of sidewalks, which is such an urban safety issue.
Yep.
So what are the other issues in your neighborhood specifically that you are concerned about?
Crosswalks, the crosswalk in front of the Our Lady of Good Voyage Church. On the corner of Taylor and Prospect, it's handicap accessible, but then it crosses Taylor Street and it hits a curb in front of the church. So, and if they could move it up a little bit and make it handicap accessible, one, it would be handicap accessible, and then it would actually give them a couple of parking spaces, because the crosswalk takes up a lot of spaces. Police presence would be nice, a little more of that. I've heard there's a lot of drug abuse going on in various parts, so I'm not quite sure what to do about that, but police presence might help that. What else?
Now, the police department is in your ward, I'm thinking, right?
Yes.
Yes,
right.
yeah, fire department too, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Right.
so, and the waterfront, and KCAN.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're
Luckily,
in your
this
ward,
isn't
right?
your ward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. And the new school, you
the
have
school, yep, and parking is an issue.
Yeah.
So, because of the construction at the new school, I was just told by a resident on Elwell Street, which is at the top of Friend, they park at the school in the winter, and now there's like no parking for
Right.
them, so where are they gonna park? So,
the residents park in the school in the winter. Oh,
because, I
interesting.
mean, it's a congested neighborhood,
Very
and
much,
a lot of people don't have driveways, so they park on the street, which is the way it is.
Right, and an equivalent would be, say, at Commonwealth Ave, those residents in that neighborhood, they park at the high school whenever there's a big
Right.
snowstorm. They're asked,
okay.
it's emergency parking.
Right.
I see.
So, I drive by the school every day, multiple times a day, so I'm looking. I don't know if I should say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. The construction company has 2 big white trailers on the site. So I'm trying to think of how many cars could fit there if they move their trailers. Keep them on the site, but
Right.
that might be an option because they're on flat land, so
You're already kicking up dust.
I was going to say,
Tracy.
I think it's great to have
You
them
haven't even
around
gone to
Council.
Thailand
Yeah,
yet.
driving the neighborhood.
this is why my knuckles are sore from biting them. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's my residents. They need to park.
Yeah.
And Middleton Playground is half a parking lot and half a playground. They took over that, and they're not going to take over the playground part.
Right,
Yeah, right.
That will not happen.
right.
So-
And how about, well, Carl McKay
Yep.
and Robin Hubbard and you, to a certain extent, really campaigned on the fact that you felt like citizens were not being heard
That's
by
right.
the council. So what will you do to address that?
I will listen to them. My handouts or my flyers that I gave to people have my home phone and my cell phone, and I will return phone calls. I will return emails. You know, I had somebody call me on my home phone and left a message that she was trying to find a ride for someone, which I don't know what I could have done, and I didn't get the message till 9 o'clock at night. But so this are things I have to learn at different agencies that can help people
Good
if
point.
they need a ride or if they, you know, whatever.
right.
I don't know what time they called though, because I didn't get home till 8 or 9, so.
Yeah.
But I've got to learn the different agencies in town and stuff like that, you know, just help the people of the ward. And they paved Trask Street and they paved half of Warner Street. As far as I know, the other half isn't paved, so we got to find out why that is. I'm sure there's a good reason. But, you know, just, these are the people who voted for me, and these are the people I talked to, and they listened, and I listened to them, and so I won by 2 points. I can't believe it. Yeah,
It is
so-
crazy. And in the
yeah.
meantime, you still have ONeal Fitness.
Oh, yes,
You're,
yes.
You know,
Yeah.
you're in business
Yeah.
full time.
Yeah, yeah.
Over on the Commons. And
Yeah.
you were the next door neighbor of Kay
Hey,
Can.
Can, that's why I'm here. And
Yeah.
she left me.
Yeah.
And I tell everybody, she left
Yeah.
me. And I tell her every time I come in. So sometimes I just come in for coffee and, you know, kibitzen, because I miss her. I miss her and the kids and Jeremy. And yeah, they're a fun group. They really are. They're a happy little group.
Yeah. And it's a
So-
great spot up at the Commons too. A lot of great businesses there
Yeah.
side by side
Yep.
over there.
Yeah.
Has anyone stepped into the KCAN space?
Not yet,
No, okay.
not that I know of,
All
so
right.
I haven't seen anyone,
Yeah.
so.
But soon,
Yeah.
it'll happen.
Yeah.
So Tracy, you have to take off, we understand?
I do have to take off,
Okay, that's
but thank
fine,
you
but-
so much
Yeah.
for the invitation.
Kettlebells this
and-
morning, is that what you're doing?
Kettlebells, yeah, kettlebells, kettlebells.
Kettlebells. Okay, we'll say congratulations
Thank you
on
so
the official
much.
naming, and we'll see you Inauguration Day.
Oh, right.
And enjoy Thailand.
Yeah, have a great
And your
trip.
grandson, daughter?
My grandson, yeah, he's
Yeah,
3.
awesome.
He'll be 3
Yeah.
December 11th, so he's a little person now.
You have to see him.
Yeah, and I've been FaceTiming with him, and sometimes he, you know, is really engaged, and sometimes he isn't. So
Yeah.
can't wait to see him in person.
I know, it'll be so much fun.
Because right now I'm a cartoon character or something on the phone, right?
Yeah, yeah, right.
All right, I'll let you go.
No, that's
All right,
okay. Thank you so
thank you.
much.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
enjoy your day.
Thanks, Corey.
Interested in a sponsorship? Email sponsor@1623studios.org to learn more.